Right, so hopefully this actually will work. I actually have no idea what's going to happen with YouTube, because YouTube does tend to F up quite often, as we know, because it's one thing it always does. But yes, I have returned once again today to do what has been in the pipeline for quite a while. I mean, ever since Sangatsu actually finished, I actually wanted to go back and reread the manga, because I love the series to goddamn bits. And I thought to myself, ah, everything's working by the looks of things. Yeah, so ever since the manga finished, ever since the anime finished, I wanted to cover the manga because I believe there is still quite a lot in there that I do want to kind of get my firm grasp on, because there's quite a bit going on in that manga. And I always want to continue after where the anime left off, because god freaking damn it, that anime was impeccable. So it's one of those things I just wanted to continue it. So my good friend Sho actually did, in theory, allow for me to do said thing, because he actually got me the actual kind of proper translations for Sangatsu no Line, the manga. So I do thank you once again, because I always wanted to read this manga, and by the looks of things, this is actually pretty freaking great. And it's also not very long per chapter either. It's only about 16 pages, 17 pages per chapter, so it's just underneath JoJo's time. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped up for it. Got my Vimto as well, because I found out water is not very good if you're like kind of having a long ass stream of just reading, because your voice tends to stress itself. So best thing to do is drink stuff that isn't good for you, because it actually will soothe your throat a lot better. I was like, you know what? That's actually pretty good idea. So I drank some Vimto, and now I feel a little bit more peppy as well. So, but yes, once again, do thank you, Sho, because you did do me the god's favour, as they say. So I do thank you. But anyway, enough talk. Let's get on with this, because we've got 47 pages. Wait, no, 40. Oh, don't worry about it. I've got sidetracked by work anyway, so you can take your time. It's just not a problem. It's fine. You can take your time. It's no biggie, as they say. Oh no, 35 pages actually. I do apologise. Say 35 pages. Actually, no, wait, it's less than that. It's like 35 minus 5 is, so it's actually only 27 pages long. Holy crap! Okay, I had to do maths a second, and I was like, I have not done maths in years. What is actually happening with me lately? I'm doing things I've never done in years with anime. Persona 5 is exactly the same thing. Persona 5 is like making you do equations on the screen. I was like, what is happening here? I did not expect this from Persona 5, but gladly it's actually happening. So yes, enough talk. Let's get on with chapter 1 of Sangatsu no Lion. Alright, I'm going to get annoyed with this, aren't I? Because it's actually going to constantly move. I think I've got it in the right place, and it moves. Like... Anyway. You know, I've actually missed that family so goddamn much. You're like my third family, just behind... I can't remember the second family, actually. I actually think there might be a second family. My first family is always going to... No, wait. First family is Gintama, second family is Fullmetal Alchemist, third family is Sangatsu's family. That's how it goes. The Gintama family is always my favourite family, because it always gets me in the heart. The cats are very much back. And the art is amazing as well. Even the first like 2 panels, you're just like, wow. It's actually so good. And a blank page as well, because that's always what we need, a blank page. So March comes in like a line. So chapter 1 is from the 7th to 37, so 30 pages to be exact. Alright, so Rei Kiriyama. Your name is Rei? What a weird name. But it fits you well. What did I say? What? Did I say something wrong? No home, no relatives, no school, no friends. I wonder who she is. Wonder who she is. Like, because I've never seen the anime of anything. I wonder who she actually is. I'm kidding, I know who she is. I know the emotional pain she has put me through for 22 weeks. So, one of those things. See, the place where you belong. You can't find it anywhere in this world, right? Who's that Pokemon? Oh, man. Oh man, you know what? I actually missed manga panels which just don't have any words and other visuals just to talk so much. It's so amazing because you just see how big Ray's room is compared to him really when you think about it. Like, because they actually did do perspective shots in they did the perspective shots in the anime, like in essence, kind of framing Ray to be kind of very much enclosed in his area, and it's actually really freaking cool. But I actually quite like it in the manga as well because it actually really does heighten that idea. Again, show don't tell people. It's the best way of storytelling. Oh man, it's been such a long time. I remember in the anime when Ray was on the actual train that had Sangatsu no Lion like plastered all over the train. I was like, that is some meta advertising right there. Advertising yourself within yourself. It's like, wow, that is actually meta. It really does actually allow for the actual visuals just to talk and just no words. You just get everything just from the visuals. It's actually so freaking cool. I always like a show when it meta advertises stuff. Like, it's one of those things that always is really freaking amazing when it's done well. Because sometimes people tend to do it, doesn't actually really work too well. But when it's done well, it's subtle. You're like, it's actually pretty good. Actually pretty good. Remember that Akiba Strip did it as well. How have you been, Ray? Yeah, it's one of those things. It just tends to kind of bring you into the world even more. So it makes it feel even more realistic. It makes it feel even more real, if you get what I mean. No, hot. Oh, is it? Was it not? Isn't it? No, it's hot, isn't it? It's not even the rainy season yet. Now isn't the time to be talking about weather. So let's begin. No, so nothing. Wow, this is going places already. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want to be reminded of Ray's childhood already. Like, I'm kind of my heart's been breaking because I already know a lot about the childhood. So it's kind of like, ow. It's kind of it gets you right in the feels. It hits you right in the heart and goes even further out the other end. You're like, oh, my back as well. I have lost. You have gotten stronger. Have you been eating properly? No, I didn't. Cool. Thought maybe I might have missed something. No, I did not. You left so suddenly. Ayumu and Kyoko have been very worried about you. Liar. I haven't checked the one. I was like, was I in checked the 1 second now? I was like, did I just worry myself for nothing? I did. From Hinata Kiyama-kun. Good work tonight. We've eaten curry. Come over and eat with us. Everyone's waiting for you. See you in a bit. Hinata. Really, Kiyama-kun. Thank you for your invite, but I'm going to head home today because I don't feel well. From Akari, Reikun, we're in trouble. We're going to make curry, but we ran out of Fukujinzuke. I think that's how you pronounce it. I believe. Can you go to the convenience store and get some for me, please? And Annex 2. Thank you for your patronage. Ah, Ray-chan's here. See, another thing I've missed in my life is like Momo, because everyone knows Momo is like the most cutest thing in the goddamn universe. Everyone knows that. You just, oh man, my heart's just like, man, Momo. When a chapter is absence of Momo, you're like, why did you do this to me? Anime or manga now in this case. Like, one of those things you're like, why would you do this to me? Where is Momo? Give me Momo. That's what I always found with this anime. I was like, when she's absent, you really do feel the absence thing. You're like, where is she? Like, why isn't she here? Just bring her back, please. I actually really see her here. It's just kind of like it puts my heart at ease because you know the happiness is actually about to come, because there really was any points where it was kind of depressing with Akai's family. There were times, don't get me wrong, that it kind of did hark back to what's truly going on here, but most of the time it's very, 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 very nice and kind of soothing. It wasn't like, holy freaking hell, that's depressing. That's why Momo just kind of reminds me of the good times, and not the depressing times that Goto gave us in the second half of that show. We shall never speak of them. Thank you. Now we can start dinner. Ray-chan, where's my ice cream? Reikun, hurry up, I'm hungry. Hey, Momo, ice cream. Oh, here, ice cream and pudding. Not Hina too, really? You bought all of this? You must have spent a lot of money. Oh wait, I might make it a little tiny bit bigger because I think it might just be a little bit harder to read because it's kind of, it's a bit kind of got a lot of words going in one panel, so it's kind of maybe a bit more hard to read. Thank you so much. I'm going to make some space in the fridge for other ice cream. Wow, milk pudding, what? Oh, it's just a little gift. I really didn't know what to buy, so I just bought a lot. Yeah, I think it's just because it's a little bit tiny. I think this one's probably one of those ones you have to really kind of zoom in on. I think if you probably put it in full screen, it won't be so bad. I think afterwards, if you're like watching it, the stream while the stream ends, you kind of like, yeah, it's not so bad. But once you're actually watching it here, I think it might be a little bit more hard to read, I believe. Oh, that's right, Reagan. How was the competition? Oni-san said it's a very important competition for your club. I won. Really? That's great. Come and help me feed the cats. Holy cow! Okay. It would be really dangerous if the pot spill. Oh, Oni-san, rice, need rice. I've had nothing since yesterday except water. I'm holding a steam pot. It's too dangerous. Coming. Oni-chan Reikun won. Really? Christ, it actually is. Christ, it actually is very tiny. Yeah, I think I need to zoom in quite a bit. Okay, so come, let's eat. Ah, hey Hina. What do you think Hey, what? Okay, sorry, I can't even read now. My brain just kind of had a brain fart just then. Ah, hey Hina. What do you think you're doing with that curry? Huh? What? Mama and Grandma both love curry a lot. Maybe we'll eat a hot spring egg. I already told you curry is, well, I guess they did like it, but it's not proper. Mama loves curry too. Mama and Grandma, today's curry's flavor is pork belly. Oh man. the feels are coming back. So this is where they've been all this whole entire time. Oh, whatever, let's see. It's Itakimasu, isn't it? How you pronounce that word? It's Oh no, it's Itadakimasu is how you pronounce it. The other one I think is when you're about to leave. I believe it's Itakimasu. I think is how we're about to leave. I've heard it's been used before. It actually allowed me to learn both shogi and Japanese. Now, next on the news, Momo wants an egg too. Okay, but you finish an egg. Okay, but can you really finish an egg by yourself? Yeah, I know. I've seen it probably used all the time, but I thought maybe it might have been. I swear, either I'm wrong or I'm right, but I think there might be two different spellings of it. Or it's just people say you're taking mass instead. They kind of just like shorten it. That's why I thought I might question it before I say it. It's because I say it wrong, but I said it right, so it's fine. So XX City 16th date office worker Mr. XX, age 50, was discovered in his own house beaten to death by a blunt object. His oldest son XXX, a college sophomore, has been missing and has been apprehended as a suspect. The initial investigation showed that the suspect XXX had used a hammer to repeatedly beat his father XX until he passed away. Beat his father? Beat his father's head and face repeatedly? Koda-san should be full of regret now. It took him so long to finally enter the ranking competitions. If it continues, he could lose the match in the next round. Look at well, wait, can't even read. Look at it this way. He was beaten by his own son from another's perspective. Maybe this was what he wished for. There we are. Got it that time. I say my brain was just not doing it. I hate because preview will just not do what you want to do. Like, it just doesn't want to do anything properly. It has to, once you actually leave that page, it will just go back to normal like size, which is really freaking annoying. Really? If it's his own son, then it's totally different. Move by move, it felt like I was hitting him with my bare hands. I could almost feel the heat of his skin. Dad. Reiki, what's wrong? Are you cold? Are you okay? Did you catch a cold? Do you want something hot to drink? Milk? I'll heat some for you. I'll get you medicine too. Sorry, don't worry about it. It's okay if you can't finish everything, but surely you can eat a little more. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I need to find out if there's a reader on Mac, like an actual, like, if you, I think there is. I know there's one on Windows, but I can't remember the one on Mac. I have to go and find it. Because I know there's one you actually just plunk it in and it actually starts, like, just puts it into perspective, I think. Might have to go search the App Store, actually, because 9 out of 10 times you will find one. What's this? Out cold already? Not even polite, is he? Sleeping as soon as he's full? After we all finished eating, bam, he just passed right out. I feel that pain sometimes. Well, after the competition, how did it go? It looks like he won, but he was very pale when he got home and barely ate anything. Dorayaki is a Japanese confection of 2 layers of Crystelia pancake-like patties surrounding a filling of red bean paste. Hey, we're learning even more. That's only to be expected. Honestly, I bet he didn't sleep a wink last night either. Well, let him sleep. I'll be heading back then. I have to make red bean paste tomorrow. Remember to lock the door. Night, Grandpa. Tomorrow I'll come help make the dorayaki. Dorayaki? Yeah. Oh, excellent. Good night then. No.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Feed just turned on just then. Alexa just turned on. Do apologise for that. Alexa just turned on and said good night. It's not even night time, Alexa. Nothing. My streams are full of surprises, they say. I bought you a bed sheet. His glasses. Oh, there's the ending shot of the very first episode as well. See, Skynet. Oh man, Skynet will take us over one day. The Terminators will telling the truth the whole entire time. Oh man. Good night, Kiriyama Ray. That is my name. This is a little building next to the river. This little building next to the river is this city. Oh, this little building next to the river in this city is the place I have to live in from now on. C rank, Group 1, 5 Dan, age 17, occupation, Shogi Pro, Chapter 1, end. I think we actually got some notes as well. So, Ray means 0 in Japanese, carrying a connotation of nothingness. Page 85. This is a shogi manga, so terms like done will often crop up. Done is a rank system using Japanese arts. Reserved for high-level practitioners, for example, in karate, dan rankings are levels within the black belt rank. There are 10 dan levels, and higher the number, the greater your level. So this were karate, Ray would be 5th degree black belt. Damn. All right. So, I think you know my opinion on the actual show itself. I adore the show. I think the show is one of the greatest shows that come out in a long while, next to JoJo and Shogen Rokurakugo Shinju. But I quite like the fact it's still using the metaphors. It uses those things with the news report, kind of the college student beating his dad repeatedly in the face and then killing him. Like, I liked how it mirrored in a way how Ray felt when he was actually kind of going against his own dad, like in this case. Like, it was really well done, because once you actually realize it, like, holy freaking Christ, that's actually an amazing metaphor, because it does use that quite a lot in this manga, and especially in the anime we saw it all the time, like how it used different metaphors not to kind of tell you straight away what it really means, but it's kind of just, it's showing you a different way of looking at things. It's not sugarcoating the actual entirety of the actual kind of game itself, because again, as you would know, in these kind of cases, a game against someone, once you beat them, it's got to be this gratifying feeling you've actually beaten someone. But in theory, when you think about it, it was actually shown in episode, I think, was it 19 or was it 18 or 14, one of the three. it's not that at all, because you're almost kind of destroying someone inside. You're not, yes, that person loses, they've got to accept that fact, but at the same time, you're actually kind of destroying that person's like emotion. Because again, like that, when you think about it, when Ray was actually fighting against him, he was kind of almost seeing himself as that person killing his own father, because in theory that's what he kind of felt like. It's actually kind of, it's not an invalid kind of metaphor to use, because it kind of, in a way, can actually almost feel like that. Like you're almost taking out your own father in a way that's less graphic, but in a way still kind of holds that connotation. It's not just kind of saying, look, he's beaten him, gratifying moment, yeah, he's actually won. No, it's not that at all, because he's fighting someone, and in essence, he's actually in theory killing them, like in his own world, his own mind. He's actually in his own way killing him. I actually find it really freaking neat. I find it to be one of the greatest uses of metaphors, when it kind of changes the perspective you see on that kind of battle. You don't see it in the same way over again. It's one of those things I would love for actual like kind of more shows to do that more often, and mangas, they kind of just show the different side of winning. Like it's not just hey mate, look, I've won, great gratifying feeling here. It's not that at all. That's what I kind of like about it. That's why I really like the use of metaphor, because it was actually really well done as well. When it was just XX as a name, it kind of allowed you just to kind of just fill in the gaps yourself. You kind of, once you realize it's XXXXX there, you were like, yeah, I can kind of see what they're trying to do there. And I think it's actually really freaking neat. I think it's actually I think even in the first chapter, it's actually an amazing thing to do, because it's very subtle. Like it's not very, very, very in your face. It's kind of like you have to read it a couple of times to actually kind of really fully actually grasp how they're using that metaphor. But I actually quite like it. I thought, you know what, good job, because I actually really freaking like it. I like a manga and an anime where it does very much show don't tell. Like it doesn't specifically tell you. It's like showing you, so it actually allows you to actually kind of think for yourself, and actually kind of allow you to actually get that like kind of meaning, if you get what I mean. It's not kind of just throwing it in your face. It's not just kind of just showing you that's that. It's not. That's what I quite like about it. So good job, Sangatsu. And as well, we're kind of already getting that kind of motif with the kind of backstory of Ray as well, which I actually quite like, because it's kind of very much the forefront of the series itself. His kind of past is the forefront of it. I actually quite like we're already getting that whole entire idea already. It's not just kind of in the background. It's actually very much in the forefront. It's actually even there straight away. So good job on that. I actually quite like that as well, because yeah, we know ourselves what's really going down in his past, but actually kind of then, if you've never seen the anime, actually kind of just read the manga, you're actually still getting this like you're getting little tidbits here and there. You're not getting the whole entire thing. You're just getting this some kind of, there was something going on in his past that I actually quite like. I think it's, again, it's not putting all its eggs in one basket. It's actually just allowing you to fully grasp it. It's actually just allowing you to slowly grasp it. And I actually also still really like, my back is actually killing me lately. I need to go lay down for a bit after this. Oh, my back. Yeah, so I think the other thing to note is the fact it likes to juxtapose perfectly as well. Like in essence, the whole entire thing with Ray kind of seeing himself as that person killing his own father. Like, you had that one bit, but immediately afterwards, Hina came in and actually kind of just changed that whole entire thing, and actually allowed for the actual kind of almost happiness to come back. In essence, it took away that depressingness, now the happiness to come back, because that's very much what the actual manga and anime does perfectly. It shows you the depressing side, but it doesn't actually always keep it there for very long. It allows you to actually kind of understand it, kind of grasp it, but then it'll just remind you not always everything is as depressing as you think, because it's always a silver lining in the whole entire thing. There's that one person, that one place that will actually allow you to actually kind of seek happiness, if you get what I mean. That's what I quite like about it. So good job on the juxtapositions, because again, some of those things that not a lot of shows do or mangas do, but when it's done very freaking damn well, you actually begin to notice it's actually one of those things that I wish more mangas did. Like, so far the ones I know that do is Noragami and what's it called? My brain just literally just drew a blank then of Gintama. Those three are the only ones I know. But it's one of those arts that I think it's begin to get lost, because of all the actual shows you get lately that are just goddamn isekai harems. You're like, can we not just get a nice show like this? It just does character driven stuff so freaking damn well. But alas, what can we do, as they say. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I think it's a very freaking good opener, because it allows you to fully understand in a way how Ray works, how Ray sees himself, not all the way just yet. We're not getting the whole entire thing, but we're getting these like small little tidbits. And as well, we're already getting to know Akari, Hina, Momo, and everyone else. We're getting to know all of them. Yeah, that's the problem. Marketing is the unfortunate thing in this whole entire thing. We get to know them, and it's actually just allowing us to fully understand how they work as well. We're not getting everything just yet. We're getting this whole entire motif that they are the happiness that Ray sees. Like they are the when he's there, he feels at his most ease. He doesn't really feel as if he's kind of like depressed or anything, because he allows himself to kind of let go at that point. That's what's actually kind of like let his emotions run rampant. If you get what I mean. Actually, quite nice. But I mean, yeah, I already know. I mean, for a depressing time once again to actually read the 50 chapters that the anime covered. Like, it just, you can really tell, like, yeah, gonna be feeling a lot lately. So yes, if you have enjoyed this stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, and you want to stay that little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. Since I actually know these chapters are actually quite short, I might be able to do more of them more often, because I actually quite like it. So I actually might be able to cover maybe a chapter, hopefully, if nothing ever happens, because I never know my schedule. Hopefully a chapter a day. Like, if anything happens, I actually might be able to do it. Probably Saturday and Sunday might be a bit of a stretch, but I can try. Like, weekdays I'm off for the rest of this whole entire until September now. I'm actually off completely, so I might be able to actually do some more things here and there. So yes, until then, see you guys later. Bye for now.